Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Age of Mythology Retold on the Mysterious JG. I was gonna say we're gonna be caught up now at the end of this, but actually, oh, community goal reached. I got an Ares profile icon. And Oceanus and Artemis. That doesn't look like a male white cat to me. Gold god portrait. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do anything to get that. Thank you, community, for giving me those things. I mean, I like the concept of there being community stuff when unlocks, but no, I've never. I play these games in a very solo player. I play games of this genre and most genres. Like I was that kid who had a PC in the 80s and the 90s. You know, you could play if you had a person who also owned Panzer General. You could play a game via email. That was an incredibly rare and I thought that was kind of an incredible feature that existed in Panzer General. Play a game by email against another player. Although all of the maps in Panzer General were very much set up to be a human with a lot of stuff on offense going up against an AI that was much better at parking units in a place and sitting still than it was going on offense. Anyway, yeah, I've done like more than a third of the new Atlantis campaign off screen, killing time over the holidays. So in fact, we're not caught up. We're not about to be caught up at all. I played a whole bunch of this campaign that you haven't seen yet that I do intend to do. But we're about to finish the Golden Gift. Brock, Lesnar, Brock, basically took out Fullstag in order to, Fullstag is mentioned in the, campaigns later, isn't he? Like, I think Fullstag is, the guy whose banner we were tricked into carrying around by Loki, because he picked everyone off, but I don't know how Fullstag did. I guess you're supposed to bypass Fullstag's forces. In our reality, Brock murders Fullstag and his entire army in order to get someplace. Eitri only took out one of two warring factions at sea because I just got impatient. And then they fought each other at the Forge and eventually found out, that Loki's just been playing everybody for fools, just laughing his way to, trick Brock, trick Eitri, question. Profit? I guess Loki has the Golden Boar. Like, there's no telling what the Golden Boar does for Loki, other than he just kind of loves the fact that he stole it from these two idiot dwarves who were trying to honor, I wanna say, Balder? Balder's the god that Loki tricks another god into murdering Balder, isn't he? I don't know. I don't know Norse mythology that well. I know that Balder has a gate. But anyway, Loki's temples. Brock and Eitri realize they've been tricked and take the fight to Loki's land. So it's a short little campaign, and I've enjoyed it so far. I found Eitri's journey pretty frustrating. But the other missions have been fun, and I'm kind of sad that it ends so quickly. But it was a little freebie campaign, apparently. From an era before I knew that you could go online and find these free campaigns. I don't know how you got this. I guess it was the early days of patches being available on the internet. Because you still bought. How did you get this game? Same thing for that Warcraft 3. There's a little mini campaign where you play as the orcs and it shows what happens to the orcs before they get to the Western continent. How do you get that? Because it was a thing that was like to whet people's appetites for the big DLC. Was it like a little disc that was handed out in stores? I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you remember. I'm not going to look it up for myself, though. But yeah, this was a little free campaign that I never played as a kid, because I think by the time I bought it, I did own this game at some point, and played through it and enjoyed it, and then didn't replay it hundreds of times or anything like, and I didn't replay through it multiple times over the years like StarCraft. But, yeah, I think by the time I got around to it, Titan's expansion was already out. But this is the last mission, so Brock and Eitri are going to team up together to take Loki down. So obviously there's going to be a huge and exciting boss fight at the end of this against Loki. Let's check it out. Take note of when your gold mine expires. Also means One is likely in search of securing their own second gold mine. It's more of a multiplayer tip than
We have entered
campaign.
Loki's mountains, Brother Eitri. We must be cautious.
I hate you, by the way.
There it is! The great golden boar! Loki's minions
Dive down there and cheese this
Freyr.
mission.
Come, we'll race an army.
Oh, Freyr. So it's not Balder after all, it's Freyr. But finally we get to actually fight Loki directly. It seems like there's a whole campaign where, well, Loki keeps being an asshole and interfering in our lives, but I don't feel like we ever actually fight against him. Except to the extent that he's allied with Gargarensis, but I think Loki really is just like trolling us and laughing. I don't even I don't know that we ever understands Loki's motivations in this. And again, I used to know a lot of Greek mythology stuff when I was a kid. I read some of it. Now, there was like this really beautifully illustrated book of Greek mythology stories for kids. I do not remember the name of it. And then the same author did a book about Norse mythology that just didn't grab me the same. But I know enough about Loki. Like, he's kind of represented as being a trickster god. And, like, the short Loki, oh, he was the trickster god. Like, Loki was a fucking asshole. He was playing mean tricks. He was weird mean. Like, haha, I tricked you into murdering your brother. Not like, haha, I tricked you into, I don't know, eating boogers. This is, no, like, murdering your brother stuff. And apparently he had lots of kids, and they were all hideous monsters.
It is said that the gods of Asgard will grant blessings upon any who destroy Loki's temples in these mountains.
Sure.
Is that so? Well, let's try it. By leveling that temple over there.
That sounds like a plan.
Our civilization has already advanced to the mythic age. Many technologies are available to us.
Yeah, that's right. This is an interesting one. So they're kind of telling us, well, it means we don't get to pick our own gods, and we don't get to pick our god powers, but we're already advanced pretty high. So you get god powers granted. Single-use god powers are granted in this mission by destroying Loki's temples.
Ah, just as I told you. We've been granted great hunt from Odin. Anyone can be right once.
No need to be a dick, jeez. So we are going to get attacked, and we're going to get attacked pretty hard in this mission. So we want to, there's a town center over here, but I have been, when I off-screened it, I built defenses back over here, and it worked out pretty good, although there's actually an entrance to the south as well.
Odin has blessed us again with the great hunt god power.
So we got 2 casts of Great Hunt. And what we actually want to do here is get defenses. Let's... Because we're going to need wood and gold for throwing axemen, and then I'm probably going to go with, I'm going to want to go with, I always like to go with Hersers as my main. Gates always seem to be a problem in this game. Gates always seem to open up and let the enemy in. So I'm actually going to try not to build gates. Polar bears, who I don't think are hostile towards you until you attack them. Alright. We're going to try to get these huntable animals on this side of the wall. And oh, this is beautiful. They all ended up on the right side of the wall. That's how fortunate. Alright, good. We'll build our own temple here on the side of Loki's temple. And gonna go with mostly human type guys, so at least at first. So let's have oh, I think I built a build it up there later. I think I built I'm trying to think why I didn't do that last time, and it was because I think I built oh, here we go. This didn't take very long. We don't have any kind of ranged guys, so for now... Shield maidens can't heal themselves. I should have pulled her back. Oh well. Alright, yeah, but this is, as ever, the yeah, see? Knew this was coming. Alright. Okay, so there's an orange faction that's causing us trouble. Alright, you guys start hunting. Actually, let's go ahead and use the god power that multiplies these guys and then start hunting. You guys ended up over... Are you able to get out? Good, okay. Need to get at least one more shield maiden out. I tried using them off screen a little bit. Fenris Wolfbrood was just kind of, I didn't really get a whole lot out of my efforts to use them. We will need, we're going to need all this shit eventually. There's probably a better strategy for winning this quickly, but to me, this is a real, just take your time and slowly work on your enemies type of mission. Because we got another town center we can build over there. We're eventually going to have, like, this is going to be, for me, I mean, I'm sure there's better ways to play this. It's you really slowly build up and just massively overwhelm your opponents in this one. A couple of towers will help us Any upgrades to be done to the walls? Nope, they are already as powerful as they're going to get. Gold will be a problem, but what I'll do is I'll build a merchant thing up here. I built it over here last time, but I'm just going to have an F-ton of guys going back and forth. There are relics to be found on the map, I think. Yeah, like a lot of our stuff is already teched up, which is, I guess, is cool. Should mean I don't have to spend a bunch of stuff. We don't have any faith of the heart. Something is going to bend and break us because we're not doing it right. So let's get Hershers going, because we can always count on Hershers to generate some favor. I was just thinking we're probably owed an attack down here. Get these guys out of here. I probably should have put some towers down there, but just have them. Oh, we hit our pop limit. I kind of stopped worrying too much about that. You guys can build houses. Why don't you do that to keep busy? I do want to get them. I want to get those guys back down here, because these elk we already started to fight. Is there an attack going on up here too? Oh. Yeah, alright, now I got a tower would be fine for that. I don't know that we get favor from our towers killing stuff, but it is what it is. Eventually, the attacks are going to get nastier, but we're also going to start actually, you know, attacking the enemy at some point. I'm just trying to... I'm not trying to, like, belabor this specifically, but I do want to kind of get things built up a bit and get a nice big force. Yeah, the gold is not, the food is not building up very quickly because of my tactic of pulling all my food workers back. You guys come up here and hang out with these shield maiden Valkyries who can heal you up. I think there's relics up and about. There's one. Don't remember what it does. It provides a small trickle of gold. Well, that's nice. We actually kind of need a small trickle of food, but I mean, eventually, you sort of put off building farms as the Norse, because I guess they're not efficient, and dwarves are particularly not efficient, but I mean, at some point we're going to be done hunting everything, and it'll be time to do farms. And I think if I just have a billion fucking dwarves farming, that'll stabilize our situation vis-a-vis wood. We got plenty of wood now, but I don't want to just stop doing wood. Once we've hunted all these guys, I'll cast the get more food out of... Oh, these guys got killed. Oh, poor guys. Maybe I should just do... Yeah. Hey, folks, welcome back to Let's Play. Wait, why am I even introing again? I had a hiccup. I don't know. You guys probably lost a few seconds of footage. I had a little hiccup with disk space, and I forgot to clear out old video... not video files themselves, but the files that... whatever. The point is, I had a little hiccup, but you missed a few seconds at most. Let's get back to it here. So... don't want to overbuild on defenses, but they're not too expensive or anything. We need to... just want to get my troops as powerful as we can. That costs food. That costs food. But they're attacking over this way.
Something.
Oh, what I need is, what I actually need is, axemen, guys. Are they even gonna... Oh, I might be able to... Okay, never mind. I was gonna start repairing that wall. Look for a minute like they weren't even gonna get through. Yow, yow, yippee yo, yippee yay. I already have one of these. Okay, so I do need to be researching this. And this. Oh, and I get free dwarves over here sometimes. I keep forgetting about that mechanic. And he's just gonna sit there fighting a tower, losing battle with a tower for this. The Loki's Temple faction, which is different from Loki's faction, keeps sending individual guys. Let's just have all of you be group one together. Loki advances the investigators through the malice of hell. Through hellfire and brimstone, it's Loki. And champion throwing axeman will be a thing that is going to be good for us to have. I do remember this being a mission where I ended up having to build forward production. Because it's a big map, and we take over the whole thing eventually. And it was one where I didn't find it that useful to have lots of different types of production. Like, I think by the end I was building everything, but
Something.
alright. Food coming in a bit faster now. But I've used up all them god powers. So I will hunt these elk, and I'm leaving this door open because why not? Serve its purpose. Berserker gang. Berserks become berserker gangs. I'm not using Berserks right now. They're kind of the most generic Norse unit of them all. Or they're just melee.
Tilbúin. Hver þar?
They're just kind of cheap melee. It says they're good against anything they can hit, but they're super cheap, good against whatever can reach. I think that's just the thing about them, is they're really cheap. I guess we might as well research it, but I don't see me using it.
Skipan.
There's a lot of might as well research it here. I'll get a hill fort, and I'm going to put it here. Because it can kind of help hold this extra long, because the army will be gathering up here when it gathers.
Já.
Here we go. Now
Veiðimaður.
is the time on Sprockets when they dance.
Veiðimaður. Skipan.
Now is where gold will start to become a bit of a problem. I need to get
Hver þar?
need to get going with the marketplace and just spamming spamming cards. It's very silly how it works in this game, but it works. Might as well take advantage of it. Alright, now we've got champion throwing axeman. You are going on some odd journey.
Tilbúin. Satt.
Yeah, the enemy armies are getting a little bit more determined here.
Já. Samþykkt.
Loki's minions are fighting back. What did you expect, old man? Are you going senile?
Hey, shut the fuck up. Why are you being rude to me?
Ég vil. Hver þar? Já. Satt. Samþykkt.
You do it.
Samþykkt. Hver þar? Timbersveinn.
Okay, I guess we're just out of food.
Tilbúin. Já. Já. Satt. Tilbúin.
I mean, we'll find more gold eventually, but for now,
Hver þar? Samþykkt.
I just don't want to have them hanging around doing nothing. So we'll have food coming in. Oh boy. Okay, I don't think I realized quite how much wood I was taking up with all of the throwing axemen.
Tilbúin. Timbersveinn. Skipan. Ég vil.
All right, let's explore this way. I know this isn't actually the long-term path we have to go, but got troops here that can deal with whatever. Exchange rates is good. We want to increase speed, and we want to do that. And then yeah.
Já. Já.
Yippee, yippee, yay. Arriba la raza. All day, every day. Here we go. A Loki temple. And I also believe this may be what's sending individual trolls to give us a hard time. So let's take out one more Loki temple before we call it a video. I missed one for the longest time on this map because there's one that you have to actually... Unexpectedly, you have to travel to reach. Not travel, excuse me. Unexpectedly, you have to go over water to get to one of these. And there's a little island that I was like, how could you get to it? Like, there's no place else on the map where you'd ever be encouraged to build a port. But of course, you can still build a port. So I was just like, wait, how do you get there? I don't find a land path in a game that lets you build boats and expects you to build boats. Huskarls do more damage. Which ones are Huskarls? Huskarls are counter to ranged soldiers. Yeah. Oh, we got Undermine. Are you guys coming over here with your What is happening? Wow, they got really, really stuck there for a minute. Alright, now this video is going long just because I want to get these guys to drop off this relic. I suppose I could just find the one that's carrying the relic. Have only him head back, but I don't actually know the quickest, easiest way to do that. So just deforest the shit out of this place. I'm sure that's suboptimal farm placement. Apparently that's a big thing amongst Age of Empires players online. Making fun of people for suboptimal farm placement. But it's fine. We are going to be just completely ludicrously over-resourced by the end. One of you guys is actually holding a whatever. Thought I had dropped this I didn't leave it up here, did I? No, somebody picked it up. Alright, well maybe they'll die and drop it and somebody else will pick it up and actually... Oh wait, no, there you are. You're the one with it. Get over there. Get out. Get out. You've actually got a relic. You're way too important to be lost in this engagement. Whoa. Dwarven horseshoes increase the movement speed of cavalry, eh? I suppose I should build some cavalry buildings. We do have cavalry heroes, after all. So let's get that started. Since we've upgraded them with the magic of relics, we might as well actually build some. But for now, we're going to call it a video, and when we come back next time, Magic Dwarven Cavalry. It's the way things should be. Say you, say me, say it together, naturally. Thanks for watching, guys. When we come back next time, the pace I'm going, I don't know how many videos this is going to take. This is kind of a long, slowly, get stronger and stronger and slowly take over the map. So we probably got a few videos of this. Hope you don't mind. Catch you guys next time.